Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, and I have my CVS haul for you. I made 6. I had 6 different transactions, and so let's get started. My first transaction was the 2 whole blends for $8, and I used a $3 off of 2 digital. So my out of pocket was $5. And I also bought the 2 Halls cough drops for $3.59. Buy one, get one 50% off. So that made it $1.80. So I paid out of pocket $5.39. And I used a $3 ECB to pay and a 50-cent ECB to pay. So the total cost was $6.82. Ibotta gave me $2, one for each. And I paid with and I got back a $3 ECB for the whole blends and a $2 ECB for the Hall's cough drops. And the cough drops that I purchased are the 25 drops. It's a smaller package to get that price of, $3.59 and then 50% off. So the total for those 2 items was 18 cents moneymaker. The next transaction I did, and what I did, you guys are going to learn that I'm a little crazy. I did 2 different purchases, 2 different transactions at 3 different stores. And no, I'm not driving all over creation because I already do drive a lot for my main gig. If you haven't heard, I take care of people's pets for a living. And so on the way home from the area that I service, I just hit all the stores coming on the way back, and then sometimes hit the ones in the area that I live in. And they usually don't have anything. They're smaller stores because it's a smaller town. I moved out of suburbia, and so anyway, like I said, I hit all the stores coming back. So I'm not really driving all over creation. I'm already coming home as it is. So back to the deals. My next transaction was the L'Oreal, and they had it for 2 for $10. And then the Head & Shoulders was $7.99 and 40% off the second one, which made it $4.79 for the Head & Shoulders. I didn't have any coupons for that one. But let's see, I used a $4 digital for the L'Oreal. I paid with a $3 ECB from the transaction before, and I paid with a $2 ECB. So that made it out of pocket $13.78 that I had to swipe my card for. And then I got back a $2 ECB for the L'Oreal and a $4 for the Head & Shoulders. And Ibotta is paying $2 each for the Head & Shoulders. So the total cost was $3.78. My next store, I purchased the Colgate Pro Series, the one standing up there, that toothpaste, and then the 2 smaller toothpastes. And that transaction, buy the Optic White, the bigger one, for $12.49, and then buy 2 at $5.49 for the toothpaste. And I know that other people, their prices were a lot less because what I wrote down is not what I ended up spending. So the total was $23.47 for those 3 toothpaste. I used a $4 coupon. I had 20% off full price for one, 20% off full price for another one, and 10% off full price for the other one. So $1.14, 92 cents, 37 cents. I paid with a $4 ECB from the transaction before, and paid with a $2 ECB from the transaction before, which you can see above this one. And the total out of pocket was $10.62. And let's see, you spend $20 for the toothpaste, I believe it is, and you get a $10 ECB. So the total cost with getting that ECB back was 62 cents. I rolled that into the Maybelline, the Baby Lips. This is the first time I have been able to find Baby Lips anywhere. And And they had several of them there. So I did the baby lips instead of one baby lips and one eyeshadow. And the baby lips were, how many times can I say baby lips? $4.79 each. So that totaled $9.59. And then I bought well, that's supposed to be TWO, Axe body wash. These right here. And I'll have to fix that typo. And let's see. Buy 2 body wash for $5.99 each, $11.98 for both. So the total for the baby lips and the Axe body wash was $21.57. I used a $4 digital coupon for the Maybelline, and I had a 15% digital for the Maybelline and another 15% digital for the Maybelline. And then I had a used $7 digital for the Axe for buying 2 Axe, and I paid with the $10 ECB from the transaction before, and I got back, and so my out-of-pocket was 99 cents plus tax. I think it was $1.04, and I got back a $5 and a $3. So that made it, grand total, a $7.01 moneymaker. And I will have a printable breakdown listed on the frugalcouponer.com. I put my videos there, and that's where the printable list is. If my site is down today or tomorrow for a little bit, it's because I'm working on it. I'm learning. I have a website for my company, but I'm learning how to embed videos and all that good stuff for this little business. Let's see. The next one was this is my last store. Buy 1 Playtex for $9.99. Buy 1 Carefree for $11.79. These 2 items right here. And I have to tell you a funny story. The first store did not have enough to do the transaction. And the second store, I had to walk around the store and keep walking around the store. And I finally just gave up because either they didn't have a drive-through for the pharmacy, or everyone at 5:30 or whatever time I was there in line in the pharmacy, which went all the way across all the feminine products, that whole row. And I took a picture, but I don't know that I'll have time to get it in the snapshot in the video of all the people standing there, right there next to where you can see the pink bags for the Carefree. So I couldn't do it at the second store, but luckily I was able to pull it off at the last store when I got back home. I thought it was kind of funny. All these men in the pharmacy line and the feminine care products, they couldn't turn their line a different direction. They had to be right there. So the total for those 2 was $21.89. I used a $3 digital coupon for the Carefree, a $2 digital coupon for the Playtex. I paid with a $5 and a $3 ECB and a 23-cent ECB from the transaction before. My total out-of-pocket was $8.55, and you get $8 back for spending $20 on those products. And so that was a grand total of 55 cents. And then my last transaction was buy 2 Colgate mouthwash for $5.29. The Colgate total is what I got. And let's see. I used a $4 digital coupon. Did I say it was $10.58 for the 2 of them? And I paid with the extra care bucks that I got on the transaction before, but they zero it out. You don't get any extra. Here we owe you $1.42, so I threw away $1.42, but that's okay. I got back a $5 ECB, so the total, it was free for those 2 mouthwash, and with the $5 moneymaker, or the $5 ECB, that was a $5 moneymaker. So the grand total for everything was $7.24, which is, by the way, my anniversary. And it was a moneymaker for everything. So not bad. I'm getting better at CVS. Walgreens and Kroger are still my favorite. I seem to do it. The transactions seem to work really well at Walgreens, and I just prefer Kroger. It's one of the nicer stores, at least the one that I go to. They're nice and clean, and the people are friendly, and it's just a pleasure to shop there. Anyway, so this was CVS, and like I said, I did 6 transactions at 3 different stores, And I've got this all printed up, so I just need to share it onto my website page, and then you guys can print it out for free. And hopefully the rest of this week you can run in and maybe do a couple of deals at a time or all at once. It's hard to do several transactions, especially if there's a cashier to do it for you. The ones that have the scan it yourself, what do you call those? You know what I'm talking about, but where you do it yourself, it's great. But sometimes some of the stores only have one. When there's two, it works out really well. I have noticed that the stores that have one or two, the people working the register, they're never at the register. People just go and use that. It's kind of a different way of doing things, but I like that. I can do it myself and click on the coupons that I want to use, and as long as nobody's behind me and is waiting for me, I usually let people go. I'll do a transaction and say, you can go ahead, and because I'm using coupons, and let them go, and because it's inevitable when you go up to the line, then 5 more people come up there to pay, right? Anyway, I hope you guys have a great Monday evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow is Target Tuesday, and we'll see what I can pick up at Target. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.